Yo, yo, yo.
What it do, everybody? It's the Man To Man Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Man, and I got my guy, Nate.
And you know how we do it, man. You know how we do it, man. You know how I come every day. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't even have to say the rest. Y'all know the rest. You know how we do it, man.
Yes, sir.
So how everything going your way, Mr. Man?
Everything is going, my guy. Hey, I know we're going to get into our topics, man, but I want to give some shout-outs one more time, man. I want to give out shout outs to some of our followers, man. We this last video we had, man.
Yeah,
it was a little bit of controversy, and we got a little bit of support.
I don't think it was controversy.
Hey, I know. I'm just saying. I was just being sarcastic because these people took that thing personal. But anyway, I want to give a shout out to a young lady named Nicole. We've been inboxing on TikTok about our videos and stuff, and I appreciate her support, man. She's been awesome. Also, too, man, I failed to give this shout out last week, and I'm real proud about this young team I'm about to mention up, man. Shout out to the boy Brandon Lee, the head coach of our little league team, man, the basketball team. I assist him. I'm the assistant coach to the team. The Hot Shots. Shout out to the Hot Shots.
The shots
the shots are definitely hot. We play 8 games. Mm-hmm. We got 3 games left, and we are currently 5-0.
Okay.
Yeah, we undefeated at this point, man. So shout out to the Hot Shots. Shout out to B. Lee.
Y'all doing y'all thing, man.
Hey, man. We taking it all the way to the championship undefeated, baby. Let's go.
Hey. If you don't never shoot your shot, you always gonna miss. I'm just saying,
Hell, man. Man. But how about you, bro?
Hey, in the words of B. Lee, so.
Hey, last week was the word of the week. So,
oh yeah, most definitely, man.
I don't want to spend too much time on this topic, man, but just to briefly touch on the topic of Taylor Swift last week. These people you would have thought that we hurt Taylor Swift, man. You would have thought that we degraded her, like we beat her up or something. All we said is they showed too much. And they lost their mind. They called us weak. They called us racist. You know what I'm saying? They were just dogging us out for no reason. I was laughing at it, man. It was too funny.
You just gotta let them be.
It was funny, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you would have thought that we killed the girl, man.
Yeah. Like it's it's one of those things where you just have to keep moving, say your opinion, just kind of keep it going. You know what I mean? But I will say this: I do think the Super Bowl will be interesting. I think this is my prediction. I'm giving an early prediction, right? I did it earlier today on another show, and I gave out a prediction. But
please don't.
I gave out a prediction. This is my prediction now. So, I think it's going to be 34-17. Hear me out. Chiefs. I think the 49ers going to come out hot. Hear me out. I think the 49ers, because they didn't come out hot when they played Detroit. So, I think they're going to come out hot. But I think Andy Reid and the schematics, I think it's just going to be too much at the end of the day. I think the stuff that they're going to do and the stuff they're going to pull out, I think it's just going to be too much. And I think 49ers I think their eyes going to be bright. You know what I mean? I just think it's just going to be too much. I don't think they're going to be able to pretty much control everything that's kind of going on. I think the defense and offense suspect, there's no. I don't see them pulling it out, man. I just really don't. To be honest.
I disagree.
You got 49ers winning?
I'm going 49ers.
What's the score?
It's going to be 24-7.
24-7?
24-7.
How you think they're going to happen? They going to hold Mahomes to 7 points?
Yeah, I think so.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay. If you would have told me that maybe the first 3 weeks of the season, I would have been like, okay, all right, yeah.
I just think what 49ers, people are not giving them enough credit just because they're not totally there at quarterback, or they may have some injuries on throughout the team. And I understand that. That's understandable. Anybody would think that. But I think they are a better team than they get credit for. I mean, they still got Nick Bosa on the defensive end. You still got hopefully if Debo's playing. You still got Kittle. You still got McCaffrey. I mean, they got. You can't defend all of them. Now, I mean, if the coach Shanahan is as offensively sound when it comes to playmaking, I mean not play calling. Excuse me. I think it's going to be hard to figure out who's going to get the ball in what situations when you're playing the 49ers. That's why I think the 49ers are going to be a little bit more difficult than people give them credit for.
But what is his record? And I ain't saying like his record, like stats wise, but what is he pretty much known for in the big game?
But he has better talent now. He had better talent than he did in Atlanta. He has better talent than he had in Atlanta.
So from top to bottom,
I think he has better talent now in 49ers than he did in Atlanta. As much as people harp on.
So they're gonna be up 24-7, and then the Chiefs gonna come back. That what you saying?
No,
Chiefs, that what you saying?
Chiefs are gonna lose, man. I really feel like the Chiefs are gonna. I think it's gonna be a competitive game. I think the Chiefs may make their drives, but I don't think they're gonna actually score as much as everybody anticipate. And I think, and I really think the underdog is the 49ers. And I hope that they win. I really hope that they win. Nothing against Patrick Mahomes or the Chiefs. They're great. I love Andy Reid. But I just think I'm at the point where I want to see something different now as far as the Chiefs go. And
I hear you, but I can't see them. I really can't see it. Now, I will say this. It is a Super Bowl, so crazy thing happened. But it's just like betting against Tom Brady. Like, the other team always have a chance, but they can never get over the hump. And I think Mahomes has that type of swag to him that it just always works out in his favor.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Mahomes got that way of being competitive and playing. I just can't see them totally dominating the 49ers, even if the Chiefs win.
I mean, 34-17, yeah, total domination. You said 24-7.
Yeah, I think 24-7.
That's a domination.
I think it's 24-7.
I definitely can't see that.
I mean, but look, the reason I say that too, because if you look at the Detroit Lions, everybody knows how tough the Detroit Lions were all this year.
I think they got up and then they got beside themselves.
Well, I mean, even with that being said, they were still a tough team. You know what I'm saying? They've been tough all year long with that defense they have. And for the 49ers to come back the way they did, I think they showed them some resolve or some resilience there. And when you're talking about a test going into a Super Bowl, what greater test than to go against the Detroit Lions? And I think that's going to help the 49ers playing the Chiefs. And I just
disagree with that statement because the point of they let up, I think Detroit just started, being laxative. They just thought they was already in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They was doing all this extra stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
it may be true a little bit, but they still had to go out there and make plays, though.
I mean, yeah, they got to go and make plays, but I think, they got momentum at the end, but I think it was more of, oh, yeah, we just going to chill this side, let the time run out, and we going to, go to the Super Bowl. And I think, it happens. It happens to the best of them, right? You be up and you just be like, you get lackadaisical, you stop doing the stuff that got you there, and a team get hot, and then now you trying to figure out how to stop them, and I think in the Super Bowl going to be much different because the Chiefs is going to have that mindset to be like, okay, all right, well, we ain't going to let that happen. We're going to stop. We're going to play from the beginning to the end.
Well, since we differ on this particular pick, the Super Bowl, and you know what we always do at this time? Let's make a wager.
I mean, you can make a wager.
Let's make a bet.
I mean, what's your bet is?
Whatever you want. I'll tell you what. If the Chiefs win, I got to come on here and say you the greatest.
No, you got to say LeBron the greatest.
I got to say LeBron the greatest.
You got to say LeBron greatest. And then MJ, and then Kobe. Hey, that's what you.
I tell you what, I'll do it, but I gotta throw a disclaimer out there.
What you mean?
I gotta say this is I lost a bet. It's not how I really feel.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. Okay.
Then
if I win, the 49ers win, then you gotta say LeBron James has never been to go ever.
Okay, I mean, I'm cool with it. I know the Chiefs gonna win, so I'm cool with it.
LeBron James has never been to go ever.
Yeah, hey, I'm cool with it. I stand by mine.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
I already know the Chiefs gonna win.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it first here on Man to Man Sports Podcast.
Yeah, I already know the Chiefs gonna win.
So if the Chiefs win, I got to come on here and put LeBron James in front of everybody with my disclaimer, though. And if I win, the 49ers win,
like, they don't know.
Josh has to say LeBron James has never been the GOAT.
Right.
I love it.
I
love it. I can't wait to hear those words. I cannot.
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, you won't hear them because the Chiefs going to win. Hey, so it ain't going to matter, man. It ain't going to matter because the Chiefs going to win, man.
I cannot wait.
It's not going to matter, bro.
I cannot wait.
It's not. But I do, since we are bringing it up, and, you know, it's getting closer to the All-Star weekend with the NBA.
Oh, yes.
And everything. So that's a good segue. So, question. Do you think Embiid should still win the MVP? Even though he's probably head over heels, him and Brunson from New York.
Yeah.
Pretty much head over heels for the MVP.
Front runners, right?
Yeah, front runners. Do you think he should they go off the amount of games that been played, or is it more of or do you agree with the attendance record type of thing for the MVP?
Well, I'm kind of torn on that because I do agree with you. Embiid has been playing probably the best basketball since he's been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I do agree with that. I think up until this point he has probably been the MVP in the league. The only thing I have a discrepancy about when it comes to the games is I don't think you should penalize guys who are playing that hard as much as he have, and he's getting injury. Now, if he was just playing that hard, he's like, oh, I want to take 3 or 4 days off. Then that's one thing. But he's actually playing hard and got injured playing hard. You know what I mean? So I think they should go into account a little bit, and I don't think you should penalize him for being hurt because he's playing hard. Now, if he was playing last couple days ago and it was lackluster.
So you saying they shouldn't go off of games missed but games played?
Well, I don't think you should go off games missed if you injured and you playing good though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, if you're playing that hard and you making an effort to play every game, it's bound to happen that you might get an injury. And I think in this case, this is what happened to Embiid. He been playing hard, been playing great. Here comes an injury. And it was a freak injury at that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
to be honest, I don't like the MVP anyway because I feel like usually probably what I say, probably 55% of the time the MVP team never wins the championship. So it's like I feel like it's a wasted award somewhat. I feel like they should count the playoffs into that too.
So you think your criteria should be as far as going into the league further? I mean, going to the play.
Yeah, I think it should because let's get it. Like so, most of the time when they naming the MVP and it be in the playoffs, that team be done lost. Are they not going to win? You know what I mean? So, and I feel like when the time is most important, that's when, you know, you should really rank on who is who. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you go out there and a lot of NBA players, if they get 30 shots, they go out there and score 30, 40 points and do this and do that. But I feel like when crunch time, the end of the second part of the full season and the start of the playoff, that's when we need to figure out who is who. Because a lot of them games be garbage games.
Well, I don't know, man, because like Jalen Brunson is playing lights out.
Yeah. But he's playing like that the whole season, so I mean I give it to him. But they're not gonna win.
What I'm saying, like if they get bounced the first round,
that's what I'm saying. That should go into the criteria. That's what I feel, because I feel like this. Just because you go out there and ball out 82 games, you know what I'm saying? And
but
if you got a mediocre, now hear me out. There's a disclaimer to that. If you was 22nd, ranked 22nd last year, and you go all the way to first, then obviously, you know what I mean. Like I get it, right?
Well, yeah.
But if you move from ninth to eighth, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Well, you had to change the criteria though because
that's what I'm saying.
the MVP is a regular season award. It's not a playoff award.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I feel like at least the first 2 rounds of the playoffs should be implemented in that. Because if you think about it, 82 game season, you don't even watch all the NBA games. Think about it. You don't even watch all the NBA games.
Well,
And then a lot of the times with what they got going on now, which I do like, they got the age limit thing where you can't sit out back to back, whatever. But last couple of years, you know, people were just sitting out just to be sitting out.
Well, the only reason this is the only reason I agree with you to.
Oh Lord.
No, this is the only reason.
Agree. You said the A word.
This is the only reason. Once again,
You said the A word. Okay.
Because let's just take Jalen Brunson for example. Let's just say he playing lights out, balling, but the team is terrible. Then how do you know what I'm saying? He don't make the playoffs down the line into the first and second round. Then how do you because
first of all, if he's balling out and he's on the Rockets right now, I'm using the Rockets. He's not the most valuable player. He's just a good player on their team. Most valuable player. You got to move the needle, man. You got to control the whole team.
You got to change the criteria. I think, man. If you're gonna do that, you have to look at every single aspect of what makes the MVP. As far as for the NBA, I don't know. Going the second round qualifies that because there's guys.
I feel like you got to at least get out of the first round. That's what I'm saying. The first round of the playoffs. Because granted, like LeBron, they don't even think about MVPs. They don't think about the season. They think about what matters most, right? That's championships and winning in the playoffs and going deep run in the playoffs. And if that matters most, I feel like you should implement something in there.
Well,
in the criteria.
I'll tell you what they can do then.
What?
It's thinking out loud. They could have an MVP of the playoffs, and not you could have an MVP of the regular season.
So
an MVP for the playoffs, and then the MVP of the finals. If you want to do it that way, and break it up, but I don't see. I just can't see.
I feel like the first round because it'd be kind of hard to do MVP.
Well, I don't think you should penalize a guy whose team who may have been an improved team from last to first. They make the playoffs for the first time in something years, and then they get bounced out. But that don't take away from how great they play just because they got bounced out the first round.
Well, I'm not saying that he ain't gonna win it. I'm saying it just should be thought of in the criteria when they choose.
Yeah, but I don't know
because you can say you averaging 40 and your team is last place and what? Duh, because you get all the shots. Every NBA player, you see Austin Reeves went off for 32 because he got a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about these are skilled players.
Oh man, you know what? We didn't even mention.
What?
We didn't even mention. Speaking of Austin Reeves, we didn't even mention about the game we went to last Tuesday.
Oh no, we didn't. We didn't actually.
I guess because it was so bad.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of bad. It was kind of disappointing to see the Lakers in Atlanta playing like that.
I've seen a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have seen. It was. They made Atlanta look better than what they was.
With that, even with that being said, and with AD and LeBron being out in Boston the next game, they made up for it. And that's why Austin Reeves got all the points, is what he's referencing. However, but when they played in Atlanta when we went, it was quite mediocre to see the Lakers play like that.
And well, I'm gonna put it like this: there was no effort
at all.
There was no effort given. That's your coach always say give 110%, give a lot of effort, but there was no effort being given. They wasn't hustling down on the court. They wasn't hustling on the back end. They wasn't even hustling on the offensive end to get offensive board. So, it was very disheartening. But I guess they had a revelation and they kind of
that's the thing. It shouldn't take a bad game for you to get up when you're professional. However,
These people human, man.
And well, now I was the human side of that. What I was getting ready to say is they flew into Atlanta the day before because they played in Houston the night before, so it was a back to back. And
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't think LeBron gonna play. To be honest,
dude,
it was a back.
He better have played for all the money we paid to sit in them daggone seats.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Look, I would have went down that court like, hey, I would have went in the locker room, got his jersey and stuff. Like, hey, man, come on here and dress up, man.
I need you to shoot
exactly.
3 shots,
you need
right?
to get out. You need to get out here.
Hey, he gonna be looking at you crazy. You can get through security because you an MJ fan. So that wasn't gonna happen regardless. So I'm just throwing that out there. But I was glad to see him. He's very professional in what he does, in his warm ups and everything. I was glad to actually see him. So.
Yeah, I was. Even though I'm not necessarily truly a LeBron James fan, I was actually happy to see him for the first time in person. It was kind of neat to see, all the powder and and all that stuff.
Now this what was crazy too. Since we're going over the game that we went to, Atlanta cheered.
Oh yeah,
for the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy to me. I'm like, I always grew up. Hey, you go to enemy territory, boo you, whatever. Dude. Like if they went to Boston, they getting booed, right?
Yeah.
But Atlanta, oh my God,
bro, they look. Every time I go to a game in Atlanta, it's always like that. Especially if that team has a superstar, they always cheer for that superstar.
I ain't really paid attention because Atlanta, they always suck, so I never really paid attention.
They always do that.
But I was like, what in the world?
I'm gonna tell you the defining moment about LeBron James in that game.
What?
Of course, you remember when he got the block off the backboard.
Oh,
and then Atlanta got the rebound and scored.
Yeah, because nobody hustled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And LeBron was shaking his head with the body language. He was walking down the sideline.
Yeah.
And nobody tried to throw the ball. LeBron just waved them off. He's like, "Go ahead, just run the play."
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It was the atmosphere was great just because he was in Atlanta and then because it was the Lakers. But the effort that the Lakers brought that game was not there. And
I will say this now. Me watching LeBron over 20 years, right? Since he first came in the league, I don't watch at least 95% of his games. Mm. Every season, on the back end, they've never really did extremely well. In the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. They've always made changes right before the trade deadline, and they always get that second breath, and that's when they start to make their move, just like they did last year. Mm-hmm. Now, will that happen this year? I don't know. Yeah. But do they have the chance to do it?
Oh yes. Yeah, of course.
And they have the ability, just like you said, they can beat the best team, and they can lose to the worst team. So, it is what it is.
We'll see after the All-Star break and see if they can regroup and get themselves together. That's usually when teams get themselves together because he's like.
Well, that's when they get serious.
Yeah.
Right,
30 some odd games left, and they tune in, but we'll see.
Well, it's like I like to say. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram. Y'all show our Instagram and our Facebook some love. You know
Please
what I mean?
Do.
I know y'all be on our TikTok, so everything be on there. But y'all show our Instagram and Facebook some love and go
YouTube.
Go watch YouTube and follow us, share, tell your mother, your grandmother, your great grandmother, your great auntie, your auntie, your uncle, all of them at the family reunion to follow us and share. Hey, we'll be back. Hey, better than ever. We out.
Man to man. Diamonds off. Yo. It's the Man to Man Sports Podcast. This is your host, Mr. Man, and I got my guy, Nate. Hey. We back at you with these Super Bowl predictions. Who you got, Nate?
Hey, man, I got the Chiefs, man. You know who I'm rolling with. Man, nobody ain't caring about them funky 49ers, man. Hey, I feel like Chris Tucker. Man, ain't nobody worried about them, man. What do they got going on, man?
Niners.
Here you go. Y'all already know who he got. Hey, tell him. LeBron 1, MJ 2, Kobe 3.
If y'all been paying attention, that's the bet. If I lose, I gotta give LeBron James the GOAT status.
Mm-hmm.
If Josh lose, then he gotta say LeBron was never the GOAT.
Hey, which ain't happening.
We gonna see.
Ain't happening.
Y'all pay attention to Man to Man, see what happens next.
Yo, we out.
Niners.
Chiefs.
What to do? It's the Man to Man Sports Podcast. It's your host, Mr. Man, and I got my guy Nate. Hey, Nate, you a football guy, right? And you seem a little bit upset about something. What's on your mind, man?
Man, I got something to get off my chest for the people, and I ain't talking about my hair. I feel like this. I feel like this. I was watching that Pro Bowl, and I was watching a Pro Bowl Sunday, man, and it just hurt my heart because this ain't what I grew up on. I grew up on Sean Taylor smacking, Ray Lewis smacking. You know what I'm saying? Like it was competitive. Now it's just like they going out there and playing two-hand touch and all that type of stuff. I'm like, what? And half the field, they doing all this like. It's just a glorified autograph signing. That's the only thing it is, man. Like, and I was just so disappointed, man. Like, I didn't even want to watch no more.
I mean,
it's 7-on-7, but I'm saying as this, like, turn it back into something real. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna have something real, just have it like the Kid Choice Awards. Just have the kids come and you just meet and greet who's in the Pro Bowl, and then you go home.
So what was the reason I'm changing it? Because people were getting hurt, right? Are people not taking it serious?
I mean, well, not taking it serious, and then yes, the getting hurt and getting injured factor that did play a role. But at the same time, like every time you step on the field, you might get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just you go out there and you put your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much it.
The league trying to protect their investments, man.
Man, protecting no investment, man. They was straight trash. That's what it was. Straight trash. I repeat it, straight trash. And I'm talking about you get another bag of trash with that bag of trash, and it's gonna fill up your bag of trash, and you just gonna throw all of it in the trash. That's pretty much it. Like that's what I was saying. I was like, man, I was looking at it, I was shaking my head. I was so disappointed. I really was.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I don't know what I was doing
on
the
toilet, because that's what that was doing. It was going down the drain. That's what happened. It was
and honestly, I think we talked about this last year. I didn't watch it last year, so I guess I'm not really interested in the flag football. So you might be right.
I mean, I'm telling you this right now. Send them all to Las Vegas the weekend before, or wherever it's gonna be at. And just have the people just come there and just do a meet and greet, cause that's all what it is right now. That's all what it is right now. Like I was watching it. I don't even know why I was watching it. Like I'm just sitting there, just like, oh, he throws the ball. Oh, they did a Philly special with. I did see. And he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Hurts dropped the ball.
I seen that.
I was like, you know what? This is why this is a 4-letter word. That end with T and start with an S. It ain't PG-13. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And it ain't shot. I'm just saying. So it was just disgusting, despicable. It's another D word I want to say, but it's a 4-letter word too that I can't say because it's PG-13. But I was like, man,
please don't get us canceled.
Hey, I was like, what in the world? I was like, this is almost worse than that. You know what? I ain't gonna go back. We almost got canceled with that. This is almost worse than that. Like I was thinking, I was like,
so what would be your suggestions to bring it back?
Well, my thing would be if you want to make it more fanfare, right? Have it in a central location. You know, the Hawaii stuff, I think that was a little bit of a stretch, you know what I mean, for people to actually go and see it. Have it more, change it up, have it in like Atlanta, New York, you know, Las Vegas. I mean, I'm not obliged to that, you know what I mean? Like they had it in Orlando this year, right? So that would be the first thing, right? All right, the second thing is have an actual game. You know what I mean? Like actually play a game, right? And I see you don't want to give them hurt. Okay. Play a half. No, cut it. cut it up and have a lot of bodies going in and out. You're right. You know, have your reserves and all that have your starters or whatever play the first quarter and maybe a half a quarter, and and cut it up.
So you'll get more people voted into the All-Star or Pro Bowl, so to speak.
Yeah. You get more. I mean, because you think about it, some of them ain't playing anyway because they're gonna be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So get as much as you can, because there's a lot of people that get snubbed from the Pro Bowl anyway.
Let me ask this question, because I heard somebody say this, and I can't remember where I heard it from. Why did somebody saying, like, instead of just having it at the end of the season, have it like mid-year and give the guys, instead of giving them 1 week, give them 2 weeks. You play the 1 week of the Pro Bowl, and then the second week is just recovery for guys to come back to continue the season.
But
I don't know how that works. That's just what somebody I heard.
That's kind of hard to do because you're basing it off the full year,
right?
So, and some of these guys, they might have a all right, couple of games or whatever, and then turn it up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's kind of hard. Like, I know people that the latter part of the year they balled out and they made the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of hard to kind of do that because now you're gonna be basing it off of names and popularity,
right,
and who did what last year, getting them in the Pro Bowl. So I don't know if I think I would just cut it up. You know what I mean? Because I bet you 9 times out of 10 that whoever the viewership went down 1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After 3 minutes watching that.
Yeah. I know they was trying to make sure everybody don't get hurt and all that.
I mean, they still get hurt with flag football. Somebody still go out there and tear ACL, Achilles, or whatever.
That's a fact. And I think I don't know what else they can do to make guys be more involved and be more into that time of year. Because I think at the end of the year,
the bag. My third thing. The bag.
Well, I think that
$1 million.
Could help. That could help.
Hey, $1 million. You see how hard they played during the in-season tournament for the NBA? $1 million. Oh, okay.
$1 million each?
$1 million. Man, they got it. It's $1 billion company.
Well, I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying, that would open a lot of guys' eyes.
Yeah, they be like, let me go out here and ball then.
I mean, at the end of the season, is for those guys, it's vacation time. The season is over with. I'm thinking about vacation. I'm thinking about whatever we're doing.
You put that meal on them. You put that meal bag on them, and they'll be like, okay, all right.
For $1 million, I'll go out there and try out.
Hey, and you definitely will tear everything in your legs.
But I'll be out there balling.
Hey, but like you put that money in there, okay, all right. Now they like, okay, all right. We're gonna go out there and play our hardest then.
No, yeah. The money
talk.
Yeah, money will make a move.
That's the oldest quote in the world. The money talk.
Yeah, make a move now.
So I think the NFL need to just scrap what they're doing right now and figure it out. I just gave you the blueprint, NFL. So don't send the FBI agents after. hey.
So up the purse in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. I also think I actually enjoy the actual activities as far as the quarterback challenge and all that. I mean,
they still. I'm not saying take that away.
Oh no,
I'm just talking about the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
the Pro Bowl game.
Yeah. Well, I just think they should have. This is just me, and I watch football, but I'm not really football kind of guy. But I just think they just need to have more competitions like that because I don't know if people remember guys used to take pride in who was the fastest in the NFL.
Yeah.
Or guys who could throw the furthest.
I mean, I feel you on that, but don't make it like Price is Right and like deal deal type of thing. Like, you get a little, get a little commercial too gamey. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel what you're saying. But audience, tell us how y'all feel about the Pro Bowl. Do y'all think it's a trash or y'all think we should keep it? Comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts is. Hey, follow, share, like. All social media.
Subscribe, man.
Subscribe to us. Hey, we going up. And we got a nice surprise for y'all for the 25th episode. So make sure you keep up with us and keep looking out. We out.
Man to Man.
Yo, it's the Man to Man Sports Podcast. Y'all know how we coming.
Hey, what up, everybody? It's the Man to Man Sports Podcast. It's Mr. Man and my guy Nate. We thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all check out this bet for the Super Bowl, man, and see who gonna win. Nate gonna lose. 49ers all day.
Hey, my name is Nate the Great, and ain't no losing in that. So y'all know how we coming. You know what I mean? So, hey.
We appreciate all the love, man. Please continue to subscribe, like, share, follow on all social media content, man. We appreciate all the love and support, man. This is just a small podcast that's trying to do its thing, man. We appreciate the love and support, man. Y'all continue to follow Man to Man Sports Podcast. We thank you for everything y'all do. We out.
Yo, we out.
Man to Man.
Breathe next time.
Dude, I got to get it out while it's out. I got to get it out while it's on my.
Follow the Man to Man Sports Podcast on our social media platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Like, share, and subscribe.